weekly reflection 3 notes. I decided to make sure I was ready to rehearse today by warming myself up before I got to college. This is helpful as it got me in the right mood to start the day, which would be good to be a good boost to the day. This is also good because it's last week until we told our roles, and I wanted to make sure I was awake more than everyone else in the class, which could possibly boost my chances again to get a good role that I want in the show. I started by doing spinal rolls in the morning, and then moved on by tapping parts of my body, for example, my arms, my hands, chests, and legs as well, which would get my body in mood ready to move around on stage. When I was in the room ready to work, I often got nervous to act in front of others. This meant I could have wasted time when acting our scenes, or like in the rehearsal rooms, as we only had so much time to rehearse. This could also drop my confidence when performing, which would ultimately lessen my chances to get the role I wanted in the play. Unfortunately, I was unable to overcome this hurdle, but I did manage to put on a good show. I made sure I was fully zoned when I was listening to instructions. It would benefit me by helping me understand the tasks that being set. This led me to contribute in the class a lot more. But not only with like raising my hands to answer questions, but also led my group to putting on a good piece together to be formed by giving out good ideas and stuff. When we were set tasks by teachers, the group made sure we were all engaged, and it was important to make sure we were all hearing each other's ideas, which is what we did. This is important because it meant that we were able to make our piece work as a team, and not just by an individual by an individual person or people that took the floor, but like as a group. And we took it too long than started properly getting on our feet, which was bad. Wasted time. So we couldn't kind of waste time sitting on the floor. And I think that's important for next week. Not waste time, as time, we only have so much of it. Next time, when doing these tasks in a group, we should make sure we're stood up doing something, so that if we're like got no ideas to put on the table, we could at least be doing something. For example, reading through the script or choosing what characters we want to play as. Now looking back from the day, I could have done a couple of things better. When coming into class, I could have read over the script in the morning to help familiarise myself with it. This would be helpful, as I don't really remember what happens at a play, as we only really have one day of project work per week. This meant this would be helpful when answering questions in class, and this would also be beneficial because it would give me more confidence when I'm up on my feet acting. And this might also give me ideas on how to play my role in the play, and also include like detail when creating my character. For example, I could think about how I speak or how I travel around the stage, or even give me ideas about my mannerism or posture acting as my character. I made sure I was fully engaged in the lesson by making sure I had the right amount of sleep and eating well on the project day. I think this is important because not only this would be good for my health, but it's just in general good for everything, and like making sure I was focused and such. And also good to boost my concentration, and especially like listening important things such as like instructions and tasks. And for the next session, I plan to look at my lines that my character has on the script, which would already give me like that thinking process of how I'd act and how I'd say these lines. And when I come into the rehearsal room, I would kind of like click just like that, and I'd be like one step ahead of everyone else. And also this would mean that I would be wasting time on a day to kind of like develop my character, and I don't really want to leave it to the last minute because it kind of like feels very rushed. And I'd rather develop my character now, so I'd get used to it. I could maybe like improve upon it or get feedback from my director or other peers in the classroom.